The first activity I want to explain to you is called Onset and Rhyme. We're going to practice making words using our letter tiles. You should have one paper for you and your partner, and also a bucket. Make sure you both write your name at the top before you begin. In your bucket, you'll notice that your letter tiles, some of them have a few letters on them. That's your rhyme. Those type of endings are going to go in the second box. You're going to pull out tiles to make words. Add a beginning sound to the first box. Blend the letters to make a word. J, at, jat. If it's a real word, I'm going to write it on the real word side. If it's a nonsense word, I'm going to write it on the nonsense word side. Since jat is not a real word, I will write it over here. My partner and I both have to agree on what the word says and where we should write it before we can do that. I can leave the ending sound and try to add a new beginning sound to make another word. N, at, nat. I've heard of that before. I believe it's a real word. I can write that on the real word side. I can leave the ending sound for a while as I test out new beginning sounds. If you've already used some of the beginning sounds, you can try some that have two letters. Those are blends. D, dur, at, drat. I've heard that word before too. I'm going to write it on the real side. When you feel like you've finished everything you can for the at family, change out the ending sound. D, dur, il, dur, il, drill. Oh, I've heard of that word before too. I'm copying the word down just as I see it. I can change out the beginning sound again, and now I can reuse some of those tiles I've already used. N, il, nil. I haven't heard of that word before, so I'm going to write it on the nonsense side. My partner and I should each take turns reading and spelling the words. If one person wrote the word last time, switch so that the next person can read. But we both need to be reading and building words together.